I feel like I have really no idea how to play Lucina, or like I don't have a lot of experience, but I feel like it's very intuitive in my head for some reason. Like when I watch like a higher level Lucina, I feel
Mhm.
like I notice what they're doing more so than Pyra and Mithra.
Okay.
Like I watch like Spargo and I'm like he's just a god. Like but then I watch let's say like Proto play Lucina and I'm like
Mhm.
okay, I'm like thinking about spacing, understanding, what they're going for a little more
Mhm.
versus just random. To me, I'm just like man, Pyra and Mithra are just running at you and not really like spacing, and like there is with Pyra like spacing it feels like, but Mithra just feels like
He's holding
I don't
forward.
know. Yeah, and like I know they are still spacing their moves, and it's like they're just so good at even with the fast character spacing. I just don't know
Mhm.
if
I would say with Lucina, the main thing that you want to try and do is get used to having your moves have a domino effect or chain reaction. So as soon as you land something, although it may not be like true into the next thing, you should try and have insanely good option coverage. So I guess that you can say that that's kind of how it overlaps with Richter. So let's say if you land like a forward tilt or a down tilt or a fair or something, you should know if I air dodge, this is what you can do. If I miss my tag, this is what you can do. If I double jump, you should look for this. And if you ever get to a point where you get me off stage and I have either I've air dodged early or I have no jump, you should absolutely be chasing me off stage. So getting a lot more
yeah.
aggressive out there because you really can. She can go pretty
Mm-hmm.
far off stage. I'm not gonna say you can swing off stage like crazy, but your drift is pretty good. You're fairly floaty as well, so you do have time to really space yourself around where someone's going to go, and then throw out your fair or your back air, whichever way you're facing, or you can even just go for like a rising nair. And if you catch them, they're just dead, right? So if you do happen to get me off stage, yes, of course you can ledge trap me if you feel comfortable doing that. Like I'm not going to say don't do that, but against some characters, especially like a character like Falco. So if I'm stuck, and let's say if I'm doing this, for example, to get onto the stage, you can try and forward tilt me or down tilt me right here, or if you can just go like for nair right here or jump and fair. My side B will always lose as long as your timing is good. Right? If you happen to get hit, of course you can get spiked. In which case, you're honestly even better if you wanted to just full hop or short hop off the stage and go like this to try and catch my timing, right? If I'm stuck in my up B, like if I'm like right here, for example, I'll probably go for like the T spike, basically, where you go like this. It's not really a T spike
Yeah.
with Lucina, but you get the idea. Like run off stage and come back on with a spike.
Yeah.
Or you can also go off stage and do like a Dancing Blade 1 to try and get me to like tech. And if I do fall for it, I will SD, right? Because there's no
Uh,
knockback to that, right? Or you can go for the back air, same type of thing, right? Just keep on mixing up in that corner of the stage with those hits. I really do like the mix up between going for fair, back air, or side B. Because if your opponent doesn't know what to
uh,
do, they can just die for free. I've died to that so many times because you have to respect fair and back air, right? If I just don't tech, that's the only way that I beat Dancing Blade, right? But it's one out of
yeah.
three times, or one out of three moves potentially that are going to hit me that I wouldn't have to tech. So I have to go for it every time, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, don't be afraid to be very assertive off stage. If you get someone off stage, if you have to go for like a fair that looks like this, even that's very far off stage, or let's say you go for like I don't know something like this way out here, maybe not that far down, but you get the idea.
Yeah. I,
You want to
I,
look
I
for
think
that.
yep. I think the other question I have a lot is, what should my general game plan when ledge trapping be? Because I know I feel carried by by Belmont, as weird as that like sounds like to say about like a mid tier. Like my ledge trapping, it's not as like brain dead as like Samus, because you do have to like think and mix it up and not
Mhm.
just throw a bomb and like wait. But like I know I always see a lot of people like down tilting. Is this
Yeah.
essentially trying to force an option and then know the timing and then you can just react accordingly? How do I play more reactively at the ledge, I guess, instead of proactively like Belmont would be?
So with Lucina or like a character that doesn't have any items, you don't really have setups to go for as far as like putting something out and then making something decide what they're going to do around your item or whatever it is, your bomb or projectile. But what you can do is try and set up a mind game to say, I'm going to cover something that looks like it's a fairly obvious punish on my part to go for. So, for example, if you stand at, like, let's say, neutral get up or get up attack range and you're throwing out those down tilts, if I try and go for this and hit you, right, that's what you're trying to get me to do, right? Of course, you don't want to get hit, but you're trying to get me to get up with a get up attack. In which case, you can go for like down tilt, down, down tilt, down tilt, right? And then jump over my get up attack and then come down with either nair or forward air Or you can dash back or walk back, right? And then come down with a, or not, if you walk back, then you can go for like a forward tilt or an F smash or a dancing blade, right? If you're really nice with it, if I get up with my get up attack and you do come down with a nair and you get nair 1, you can get nair 1 F smash as well. Right? Like that.
Yeah.
I'll admit the timing is very, very hard. But one thing you could do, which I guess if you want to call it an autopilot thing, I wouldn't recommend doing this all the time, but if you do want to go for nair into F smash, it's kind of like, it's almost like you could go for nair into F smash no matter what, because if you hit both hits of nair, I get sent so far away that if you automatically F smash this on autopilot, it doesn't matter because you hit me with nair, right?
Yeah.
And if you happen to get nair 1 into F smash, then you don't have to like check to see if it worked and then like drop the confirm because you did it too slow, right? So if you just go for it, if you're going with the intent to land nair, like let's say you have that situation happen where you get nair 2, even if you F smash right there, I can't do anything, right? So you're still totally fine. It really depends on how you want to play at the ledge. I personally like to stay a little bit further back so I can go for forward tilts, dash grabs, dancing blade, catching them with like back air and catching them with up air by standing at roll distance, right? But if you do like to stay closer to the ledge, right? Let's say if you do want to stand up here, you're opening up the ability for me to roll behind you and also hit you with get up attack, right?
Yeah, and that's what I've noticed when I do try to ledge trap with her. I feel really, I'm able to react better to like jump, which I struggle to hit a little bit with Belmont, even with forward up angled forward air, back air. But like roll behind, I know you can kind of if I don't commit to like an F tilt like that, like if you roll behind, I think up tilt catches it.
Well, it
if
depends.
I'm in the right spot,
yeah, it depends on the
I'm in
character
right
too,
spot.
right?
Yeah.
So if I go like to here, here's what I would say. If you really wanted to react on if I'm going to, let's say, do get up attack or roll behind, I would honestly go for, if you're trying to go for the safe route, you can go for dancing blade because it turns you around. And since your character is fast, say you go dancing blade, hit me across the entire stage and I don't die, you're fast enough to get here and go for another ledge trap this way.
Yeah, so like if I went like...
Yeah, something like that. By the time I get to here, I would say to never do that, though. And what I mean is never... not the down air, that's the problem. Don't race me to the corner. If you race me to the edge, if I get there the exact same time as you, you might catch me, but the chances of you perfectly timing running across the entire stage and going for a spike as I'm doing a side B or up being whatever I am to the ledge, basically zero, because you have to force it, right? If you catch me, then that's great. But if you don't, you just gave up a ledge trap for free, and now I get a chance to ledge trap you when I really didn't deserve to get it.
Yep. So basically, I want to make sure I secure center stage first before.
Make sure that you're, you could be, I guess, walling out center stage or protecting the stage. Just recognize that your hitboxes are strong. You don't have to get a spike. If you get it, that's great. But also, if you can kill them with dancing blade, forward tilt, back air, up B out of shield, F smash, up smash, all these other things, right? As far as not confirms, but like single hits that'll kill, then I'd rather have that. If it's like a risk it all type of play and you're up by a stock or two, then sure. But if it's like last hit or even like last stock, if you're getting ledge trapped and you're at 0 and let's say I'm at 85, like yes, you win the game if you get that spike, but now you're being ledge trapped, and if I'm good, I could put on 50 or 60 just by doing ledge traps and getting into juggle situations or tech chases, or get a combo from the ledge if you happen to roll, or I can steal your jump and gimp you, and a lot of bad things can happen, and you're giving me a chance to get in the driver's seat when I really don't deserve to be there. Nice.
Probably could have dropped off countered there.
Yeah. If I come up straight like that, then yeah, you could definitely get a counter. If I somehow go towards the stage, I'll get a chance to tech it, but if not, then I might even be dead. Or close to dead. Okay. So a situation like
Oh,
that,
that was sick. That was sick.
I was gonna say a situation like that. As much as that was hype, you should have known that that was probably gonna happen, right? So what you could have done there, instead of
Yeah.
going for that, instead of waiting for me, you could have gone like this, right, to try and catch me
Yeah.
early. Because I think I side beat right away. But I was like out here,
Yeah.
and I went for like
Yeah.
that basically, but it's a little higher. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that 10 times out of 10 rather than go. I don't know. Let me see. Like
Like drop
this,
farther.
then go down, and then go
Yeah.
like this. I'm gonna try to avoid that at
Yeah.
all costs. So even if I went like this with the spike and I completely missed, then I'm probably gonna jump back like I just did. Like I'll go like this and like jump over here so that you can't like go like this, just kill me, right? I have to make you I'm gonna try and make you commit a little bit harder to actually lining something up versus just like letting go and instantly countering and having it be that free. All right, I'll keep going. Oh god. I'm just dead instantly. Okay, I'm over here. Oh, okay. It's messing up. I need to do get up attack. This might be death. Oh, I was so close.
Oh, I suck.
Oh, not as much as me. Okay. Good catch. I tried to go up to get past you.
Thought I was Roy. That my jab actually had some.
If you go for jab like 1 and 2, like there's really no point ever going for jab 1 unless you're trying to like condition someone to be scared in shield or something. But it's the same thing with me. Going for jab 1, it's really like not a move. It's part of a move. If I'm ever gonna get a jab and connect it, I should go for the whole thing. Oh, okay. No, not the roll in. Good air dodge.
So that's definitely not what I try to do.
Oh, I knew I was just too late.
Just countered.
Ah.
Untechable, I think, or I pressed it too soon.
Yeah, with the multi hits, you definitely it's very easy to do too soon, unfortunately. And that's one of those things too. Is with that move, I could fast fall it and pull it back so that you fall out of it and
I
you won't
just
get a
fall
chance.
out.
Yeah.